So we're going to try to clean this over with some ketchup. There's another method to use, which is hot water, baking soda, and tin foil, which I've used before, which works, but it takes a long time to do that. So they say that if you use ketchup, it's quicker, and it might be a little more gross, but we're gonna try it and see what happens. So we just smear it on there. Whoa.
Aim for the
stuff here. So I'm pretty sure we need to let it sit for a few minutes. So we're just going to coat it. Here, I'll put some on there. How's that?
It might be a project to do with your kids. Let's paint the dingy silver.
Yeah. And see how that all comes off.
So what do we scrub it with after?
We can use a little brush, or probably a brush would be appropriate, but we don't want to scratch it also, so you need to be careful with that. So I'm going to use my hands because I think we just really need to goop it on. Just going to get down and dirty with it. So we will see what happens.
Play with your food unless you're fixing silver.
Yeah. So we will do this and finish coating everything with the ketchup and let it sit for a few minutes and see what happens, and we'll be back.
So I'm gonna clean these up. Clean the decanter. So I have some hot soapy water and a decommissioned toothbrush that I've recommissioned for crevice cleaning. So this has grooves and whatnot in it that I think are full of grime and dust, like the last 20 years at least it looked like. All right, clean these puppies up. All right, so let's see.
They're starting to sparkle already.
Get out the big brush.
We found that a lot of antique stores or antique dealers don't necessarily clean their things up that well, so it's always amazing what we find when we get it home and clean it up. Some of the things are really, really beautiful.
Yeah, they had the set listed for 15 bucks, and it was really dingy looking, and we could see the potential of it. But you'd think if they cleaned it up before they displayed it to try to sell it, how much more value it would add just by looking the way it looks when it's cleaned up and finished. And, all right, so I'm gonna rinse it off. There was somebody had put crayon markings on the bottom of it. All right. All right, so now look at that sparkle and shine. So that's still wet, but still, before it was looking pretty terrible.
Gorgeous.
Versus, well, let's see, in the light, you can kind of see this one's clean and sparkly. This one is still dingy and has like kind of a brown hue to it, the glass does. So that's all washed up and clean now. I got the crayon markings off of the bottom. I don't know what they were for, but that's gone. The water's turning brown.
Being that we have sold antiques and a lot of different household items in the past, we kind of know the value of making things look as good as possible, because of course then you make more money when you're selling it versus just throwing it on the shelf after you...
Our bottles from England.
Yes. And we're just gonna let this sit.
Are we ready to wash that, or are we
No,
gonna give it some more time?
It's gonna have to sit for a few more minutes.
All right, bottles are clean. We're gonna let those dry, let the ketchup sit. We'll come back and scrub it later.
All right. So I've let it sit for about maybe 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more. So now I have a really soft toothbrush, which you can see I've already scrubbed some of it. Look how disgusting the toothbrush is.
Yeah.
So it tells you that it's working. So as I'm scrubbing,
Looks like there's charcoal paste on
yeah,
on the toothbrush.
so you can see how it's
Let's zoom.
it's actually getting clean, and the tarnish is coming off, which is very cool because I think this thing's going to be gorgeous when it's done. So I'm going to continue to do this for probably a few minutes. I mean, it should only take a few minutes to get all this off, and then I will show you the finished product.
Look at all that silver now. Before it was a lot of
Really
yellow
dingy.
caramel color.
Really dingy.
But still there's some on the handle, but the rings itself, now they're shiny silver.
I have a spot that is still
There's kind
not
of some green in there.
quite clean, but we have a silver polish cloth, which sometimes will get all of the little extra residue off. You can see that the cloth is pretty dirty. Or you can recoat it and let it sit longer, which is another option.
Well, the surface is, I mean, like, look at that sparkle now. Like,
Yeah,
the silver
it's amazing.
came out that wasn't even showing before. If we had something to get this down in the crevices, it would get the rest of it. But
Maybe we'll need to put some more ketchup on it.
look at that.
It's amazing.
They didn't see the potential.
That's right. We have cleaned the silver, cleaned the decanters, and now we have this gorgeous decanter set that we'll put in our bar. And the silver came out just great. And we also looked it up on eBay and found out that it sells for at an auction, or it did sell for at an auction for around $150 to $200. So there you go. $15 purchase. That is estimated at almost $200. So put a little elbow grease into it, and now it's beautiful. Now we're going to enjoy it.
Thanks for watching.